Okay, hello guys. Welcome to my first Sona commentary. I'll be showing you how to play Sona the right way. Wow, there's a huge lag spike. Okay, so basically, instead of standard support rooms like armor, all armor, manual gold per 10, whatever. I use 1580 runes with the armor yellows and blue MRs, and as for the masteries, I'm using 2109 with the 80 tree in the offensive. Anyways, I'm starting with Elixir of Fortitude, 2 wards and 2 pots. My AD carry is Ezreal. He started with a longsword and 2 hot pots. We're facing against Graves and support Fiddlesticks. As a support, you want to take Exhaust. I think it's the best summoner. Exhaust and Flash, best summoners for support. Generally, at the start of the game, you want to group up with your team, help your jungle if they're starting near the bottom lane. If not, well, just in solo queue, like you want to ward and choke points, just to so you can clearly depict where your opponent jungle is going, his path. But in solo queue, you just generally want to help the jungler with the leash. Alright. So both teams are starting blue respectively. Okay. Here I saw Lux. Well, okay, I saw Lux going into the lane this way, which told me that Malphite started blue. So I warded here. I didn't have to ward the Tribush or the Dragon Pit because Creed 6 Malphite doesn't really have strong ganks. And with this ward, I started Fiddlesticks. I popped the red elixir pot, giving me 8880 in total. And I'm just killing this Fiddlesticks. And there, I thought he was gonna flash over this wall, so I flashed this side to catch up to him, but it didn't matter. Like, I should just flash forward. That was a mistake by me. But still, it was still flash for a flash. And better fact is that I forced Fiddlesticks back to go back, which leaves Graves alone. And like this push, like whenever one person has to go back in the bottom lane, it puts so much pressure on the individual that is trying to protect the tower. You can tell that Graves has only 2 CS right now because of my trades. Ezreal has 12. 10 CS difference already. Alright, that was a mistake by me. What I see supports generally do in player 2 is they either try to harass too much or play too passive. You want to have a mix of both. You don't want to like go all in and get hit back. Like, what you want to do is you want to know the distance of your opponent's abilities and cooldowns. Okay, so since I would have grazed down my Q and auto attacks, Ezreal was able to Essence Flux in, Ignite, and get a Q in and get an auto attack in and kill Graves as well. As I was saying, you wanna have this certain distance. Like, you don't want your opponent harassing back or tailing back at you. Like if they're able to get you too low, then they could just go all in. It usually ends up bad. So what I'm saying is, you want to play smart. You want to harass smart. You want to harass, but you don't want to get hit back too much. To prevent that, you just want to know their abilities. You want to know Graves' buckshot range and his auto attack range, as well as Fiddlesticks' abilities. There, Malphite just tried to gank, but because of my ward, Ezra was able to see that Malphite was coming and survived. I mean, like, Malphite wouldn't have killed him anyway. Alright. So, we see Fiddlesticks trying to harass Ezreal. There, I ward the top bush, I exhaust Graves, and easy kills. That was a mistake by Fiddlesticks. Like I said, he overextended too much just to get a harassment in. You do not want to do that. Because the minute we realize someone makes a mistake, good bottom lane pair will go all in just to capitalize on that mistake. Without a doubt. Starting, if you're new to support, I wouldn't recommend Fiddlesticks. He's way too frail. Well, Sona is frail, like weak too, but her kit allows more like survive better than Fiddlesticks. But really good Fiddlesticks players, they can dominate the lane just by CCing, crowd controlling correctly. There, I knew I was gonna come out top because, well, I only have, like, we have similar AD and I'm just 1 versus 1 greatest right now. You have to dodge the buckshot. You have to know the range and the amount of distance it covers. I could have followed him, tried to tower dive him, but you don't wanna take unnecessary risks that leads to unnecessary deaths. Anyways, back to Fiddlestick support. His CC is incredible. His Dark Wind, his silence does a lot of damage. His Fear locks someone down for 3 seconds, 4 seconds, in next rank. And his ultimate covers a lot of distance, and which allows him to get the Fear down. Like, really good Fiddlestick stars are really good. Anyways, you can tell that we're dominating the lane. My sona. Harassment too good. Like I said before, you don't want to be too passive. Good support players make the plays. You have good support players. They apply indirect pressure as well as direct pressure. Indirect pressure just by being around the AD carry. Getting that potential harassment, like, it puts a lot of stress on the opponent AD carry if you do that. Having pressure like that. Direct pressure is just with Sona just queuing in, auto attacking. Alright, so I don't know where this guy's red buff, but they're obviously like flaming each other. You really don't want to do that in solo queue. It's gonna lead up to an emotional fuckfest. So everyone thinks they're like really good. Alright. Ezra's getting really nice Qs in. There's some great stats. Look at the CS difference already. It's just because of the amount of pressure I'm putting and the lack of Fiddlesticks, he's doing it wrong, I guess. He's playing it wrong. What's happening here? Alright, whatever. Early tower is always good. It gives your team a snowball advantage. But it can also lead to, like, if you don't do anything after the tower, their AD carry can come back, which I don't really like. Like, if you see the recent like pro gamers play, they usually like take towers fast and then group up and then push, take objectives, etc. But in solo queue that rarely happens. It happens, but it's rare. So Ezra pings for Graves. He wants me to crescendo. Unfortunately, I missed Graves. I don't know how. I wasn't. But yeah, I think he E out of it just in time. That's the thing about Sona's crescendo for ult. Like, you want in team fights it's really easy to hit. a lot of people because they're clumped up usually. You want to hit as many people as possible, but if you can get just one, just like the important person, like their carry, so just go for it. One ultimate to kill their damage dealer is a good trade. Ezra was completely with that. Could have gone Graves. He should have just waited to use his ultimate, get Graves' position. Well, nothing's happening. I'll talk about itemization for Sona. Usually I rush a Flowstone just so I can spam my abilities, because it gives a good amount of mana regen. And then side stone is necessary, definitely necessary. I would rush that after Flowstone. A lot of supports usually rush side stone, but I think Flowstone was really good for Sona because it allows her to just trade better and more. Oh my god, the play. Alright, there I completely yield kill. The kill can have the kill. And that really didn't work out. Well, it worked out there, but still, you shouldn't really yield kills. There were a lot of times when I missed kills. I let other people have these kills, and they have the same mindset. Alright, that was nice. Okay. I want to talk about Sona's abilities. Her passive is Power Chord. It allows for enhanced abilities every 3 consecutive ability usage. The Power Chord for Q does extra damage. Power Chord for W reduces opponent's damage output by 20%. On an individual, it's not AoE. Her Power Chord E reduces opponents by 40% for 2 seconds. Generally in lane, you want to use the Power Chord on the cube for more damage. But if there's like a situation like, let's say like your jungler comes and their jungler counter games, 2 vs 3 situations, you generally want to use W for the extra armor and resistance, armor and magic resist, and you want to Power Chord W, reduce the damage output of their carry, of whoever does the most burst damage in that given time. I mean, it's actually really good. People underestimate the W Power Chord. It's a little bit less percent damage reduction than exhaust. Yeah, 30% damage reduction for exhaust, 20% for W, 50%. I don't know if that works like multiplicatively, but I don't know. Alright. Back to the itemization. You want to buy Sightward. Do I buy anything here? Right, okay, you want to buy the Ruby Sight Stone. It gives you HP, and it gives you free wars. It's like the most... Riot nerfed the Sight Stone. They increased the price of the Sight Stone. So it's kind of hard to decide on the items. Like, if you have enough money to buy boosts, just go for boosts first. Buy wards in between Sight Stone. Wards are very important. Usually, if you play support a lot, you get complaints if you don't ward. Just ignore them. Just politely ask them to help with wards. Yeah, I'm just fucking around with blood. Yeah, I only do this because you're really ahead, but this is the definition of controlling. Plays. You never want to die for anyone unless it's a guaranteed kill. Unless it's like a guaranteed kill and you guys get out safely. But that's bad. Alright. Oh, lag. Okay. After the Sight Stone, you generally want either Aegis Australia's or the I like the Locket of Solari. It depends on what's happening in the game. If your jungler lacks Aegis and you guys need an extra MR or armor, go for the Aegis. If you guys need like a hard engage, go for Australia's. If you guys just need extra tankiness, I mean Aegis provides that, but I mean like for myself, I think Solari is a really good efficient item. Here I'm just ganking as a support. Yep. OP. You always want to ward the bushes for vision. I power chord E to reduce the speed. It doesn't have matter anyway for sure.
Rampage.
Lee Sin trying to make plays. Power quick to finish him off. Low elo plays right here. Oh my god. I waited for the Malphite ult, but I didn't expect him to splash something like that. Yeah, 3-1-5. All thanks to AD runes. Yep, definitely. I should teach him Mad Life. I'm just kidding. I think they surrender soon. Alright, so here I power for W, great. With all what do we do? I might have because I wasted on alpha. But generally in teamfight, you want to stick to the AD carry. You want to exhaust it, the most dangerous threat. Yorick's Ghost. I mean, Fiddlestick support who's not bad at all. You want to exhaust anyone with the most damage, like high damage potential, and that'll be usually the AD carry or the AP carry, or the bruisers. Exhaust can also be used to peel the AD carry. Yep, so I'm just trolling her, so in teamfight, you wanna stick to the AD carry. I've seen a lot of people like when they're playing Carrick or something, they flash and stun something. And then after they just walk around doing nothing. First of all, your auras, the support you usually get, your passive auras, they help a lot. They help a lot for AD carry. And also having that presence, just like an ally presence, just next to while a bruiser or AD carry just comes at you, you feel much better. Like there's like this like psychological thing. Like if there's the bruiser is supposed to 2 versus 1 to support an AD carry, they usually don't go all in. It's kind of weird. They'll be less aggressive than if it's just the bruiser chasing compared to the bruiser chasing just the AD carry. And not to mention like the support obviously can peel. Like Sona has Crescendo, Exhaust, E, W. Okay, so I mentioned before, you wanna use crescendo. You wanna use crescendo on important targets. The AP carry, the AD carry. Yep, and there's a surrender. Right, you heard it here. AD carry Sona is the best Sona.